For weeks now, there have been mounting calls for President Cyril Ramaphosa to act against Higher Education Minister Nobuhle Nkabane. That call is only growing louder.
What we are waiting for is for her to be removed. And honestly speaking, there is no need for constant engagements on something that is so obvious that people can see. We have shown on so many levels the level of incompetency, and now it's showing, misleading South Africans, and not just only misleading South Africans, not going to account, not only going to account. I mean, it's fishy that all your senior officials are not going to the portfolio committee, all of the senior officials. It's problematic. And I think it really raises eyebrows. And once again, we are still calling for the president, who we would say is the main employer, to remove her from office.
When President Ramaphosa appointed Dr. Nkabane to head the troubled Higher Education Department, her arrival was welcomed. Young, qualified and ambitious, Nkabane was hailed as a breath of fresh air.
You're having someone who is young coming into the office, educated to the point of NQF level number 10, which is a PhD. So when we looked at it, we saw a breath of fresh air coming into the office. So in terms of her track record, her having previously served as a deputy minister of another portfolio.
Originally from KwaZulu-Natal, Nkabane was sent to Parliament in 2019. Just 2 years later, she was appointed Deputy Minister of Energy and in 2024 promoted to Minister of Higher Education. Barely a year into the role, there are mounting demands for her dismissal.
If a minister who, according to the ethical code of conduct of members of the executive, can decide on which day she wants to come and account on which day she wants, then not only must the deputy president deal with him, but it maintains the point of why President Ramaphosa must fire Nobuhle Nkabane.
On Friday, Nkabane again failed to appear before Parliament, infuriating MPs. The uproar centers on her controversial appointment of SETA board chairpersons, including the son of ANC chairperson Gwede Mantashe and other ANC-aligned figures from KwaZulu-Natal. Nkabane has denied any wrongdoing, insisting that an independent panel selected the candidates. But those named as part of the panel have told Parliament they had nothing to do with it. Now the minister faces a formal investigation into whether she misled Parliament, a possible criminal offence. Despite this, Nkabane has appeared defiant and indifferent. She claimed last week to have no knowledge of discussions about her removal.
I only hear about these measures that have been taken against me on social media. There is nothing of that nature. I go to Luthuli House from time to time as a deployee of the African National Congress, and yesterday I was in the cabinet with the president. There is no discussion of this nature.
Despite having received a report from Nkabane over a month ago, the president's office says Ramaphosa is still applying his mind. In the meantime, critics are asking, why is Nkabane being protected? And how long can she continue to defy accountability without consequence? For Newsroom,
it's getting hotter in Parliament, and no, it's not the weather. South Africa's Higher Education Minister Nobuhle Nkabane is right in the middle of a political wildfire. And let me tell you, social media isn't holding back. People want answers, and they want them now. From hashtags calling for accountability to Parliament members raising eyebrows so high they might need surgery, this story has everything: mystery, contradiction, and a very, very irritated public. So here's the tea. Nkabane is under pressure to explain how she appointed an expert panel to pick the SETA board chairpersons. Sounds harmless, right? Until you realize members of that same panel rocked up in Parliament like, wait, what? We weren't involved in any of that. Yes, you heard that right. The people who were supposedly on the panel told Parliament they didn't do the job they were said to have done. Now, either there's been a massive case of mistaken identity, or someone's got some serious explaining to do. And the timing couldn't be worse. Minister Nkabane already skipped out on a scheduled parliament session on Friday. That absence didn't sit well with anyone. Opposition MPs practically lit up like Christmas trees, with phrases like, disrespect, accountability crisis, and, dismiss her already, flying through the air. Some even said the only thing missing from her chair was a note that said, gone fishing. Now the clock is ticking. Nkabane's got one final shot this week to explain how the panel was picked, if it even existed the way it was presented. If she fails to bring clarity, Ramaphosa might be forced to act. And not just with a polite memo. We're talking potential dismissal, political fallout, and a PR headache the size of Table Mountain. But here's where it gets trickier. The presidency's been unusually silent about the whole saga. Ramaphosa hasn't said much publicly, which is only fueling speculation. Some say he's waiting for the facts. Others say he's buying time. And then there's the group on Twitter who just want to know why ministers can play hide and seek without consequences. And we can't ignore the broader implications. This isn't just about one appointment gone wrong. It's about public trust in governance. If expert panels can be faked or misrepresented, what else is going under the radar? Are we going to start needing expert panels to investigate expert panels? On social media, it's already a circus. Memes of Nkabane photoshopped into a detective hat, where's Nkabane? Jokes flying, and citizens doing digital detective work better than actual investigations. TikTok is full of sarcastic skits about how to appoint a panel without asking them. And let's not even get started on X, formerly known as Twitter. It's a digital inferno of outrage, sarcasm, and hashtag Nkabane must go trending like a new dance challenge. Look, no one wants chaos. But when transparency takes a back seat and ministers no-show in parliament like it's a dentist appointment they forgot to reschedule, people start asking hard questions. They deserve answers. Parliament deserves answers. And Ramaphosa, he's got a decision to make that might either calm the storm or blow it wide open. Whatever happens next, it's clear this isn't just going to blow over. South Africans are watching, Parliament is waiting, and the minister, well, let's hope she shows up this week. Because if she doesn't, this political pot might just boil over, and the fallout won't be pretty.